No, not really. I mean, it's really not much to say. I mean, I said what I had to say. What's he gonna do? Yeah, Kobe's right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you can't talk to me. You need more accolades under your belt before you come talk to me.
Those were his words.
February 1st, 2006. The basketball world was still trying to process Kobe Bryant's jaw-dropping 81-point game. But behind the highlight reels, behind the records, there was a darker side to his drive. Kobe wasn't just playing to win. He was waging silent wars on the court. Rivalries most fans never noticed, but shaped the legend he became. From elbows thrown in the paint to icy post-game interviews, Kobe had a list. And if your name was on it, you felt it. Tonight, we uncover the 6 players Kobe Bryant hated the most. And trust me, these aren't your usual suspects. Some were teammates, some were legends. One was a player Kobe swore he'd never speak to again. Let's dive into the rivalries that fueled the Mamba. Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal formed one of the most dominant duos in NBA history. They won 3 straight championships for the Lakers between 2000 and 2002. But behind the scenes, it was a war zone. From clashing egos to differing work ethics, the two superstars couldn't see eye to eye. Kobe was obsessed with hard work and discipline. Shaq, on the other hand, was known for coasting through the regular season and stepping it up in the playoffs. Kobe hated that. In 2003, things reached a boiling point when a secretly filmed video surfaced of Kobe accusing Shaq of paying women up to $1 million in hush money. The public fallout was massive. Kobe wanted the spotlight and control of the team, and Shaq's larger-than-life personality constantly got in the way. After the Lakers lost the 2004 finals, the team had to choose Kobe or Shaq. They traded Shaq to Miami, officially ending the partnership. Though they later reconciled and even shared a laugh during a 2015 interview, it was clear that during their playing days there was genuine hatred. Kobe later admitted he had to apologize for dragging Shaq into his personal issues. Still, their competitive fire pushed them to greatness. Shaq once said, "It was a work beef." But the tension was more than that. It was personal. Kobe's relentless drive clashed with Shaq's laid-back dominance. Despite winning together, they despised each other for years. It was the classic tale of two alphas trying to lead the same pack. And in Kobe's mind, there was no room for sharing. He wanted to win, but he wanted to do it his way, with teammates who shared his obsession. Shaq wasn't that, and that's why Kobe couldn't stand him, even if the banners said otherwise. But just when you think Kobe's feud with Shaq was the peak of NBA tension, wait until you hear about the next player he couldn't stand. This one wasn't about championships, locker room power, or even clashing egos. This was something deeper, something that boiled quietly over the years and exploded in ways fans never saw coming. Of all the players Kobe played with, few got under his skin like Smush Parker. From 2005 to 2007, Parker was the Lakers' starting point guard, but in Kobe's eyes, he didn't belong in the NBA, let alone on the same team. Smush was undrafted, inexperienced, and struggled to understand the triangle offense, something Kobe held sacred. Their relationship was ice cold. Smush later revealed that during 2 full seasons together, Kobe never spoke to him, not once. And when Parker tried to break the ice by starting a friendly conversation, Kobe shut him down immediately, reportedly saying, "You need more accolades under your belt before you talk to me." That's not just cold, it's brutal. For Kobe, basketball was about excellence, and in his mind, Smush wasn't even in the same league. He believed that players had to earn respect, not demand it. Parker didn't meet Kobe's standards, and Kobe had no interest in pretending otherwise. Years later, when Smush criticized Kobe in the media, Bryant fired back, calling Parker the worst and saying the Lakers were too cheap to surround him with real talent. It was clear there was no love lost. To Kobe, Smush wasn't just a bad teammate. He was a symbol of a lost era, a time when the Lakers weren't contenders. And that stung. Kobe hated losing, and having players like Smush around made that reality worse. Even in retirement, Kobe didn't soften. When asked about Parker, he didn't hide his contempt. In a league built on respect, Kobe made it clear that some people didn't deserve his. And for Smush Parker, that meant playing 2 seasons with a legend who acted like he didn't even exist. Andrew Bynum was supposed to be the Lakers' next big thing, a towering center drafted straight out of high school in 2005. But from the start, Kobe wasn't impressed. Bynum was raw, inexperienced, and in Kobe's opinion, not ready to help the team win a title. In 2007, Kobe was secretly filmed venting his frustration. In the leaked video, he demanded that the Lakers trade Bynum and cursed the front office for not doing so. He said, "Are you kidding me? Ship out Bynum." What made it worse was that Kobe wanted the Lakers to get veteran Jason Kidd instead. To him, Kidd represented leadership and experience, everything Bynum lacked. Kobe saw himself in a championship window, and waiting for Bynum to develop felt like a waste of time. Even as Bynum improved and became a solid contributor, the damage had been done. Their relationship was never close. Bynum later brushed off the criticism, saying he wasn't surprised by Kobe's comments. But it was clear the young center had to earn every ounce of Kobe's respect. And even then, it wasn't guaranteed. Kobe's leadership style was harsh, and he didn't have patience for immaturity or inconsistency. Bynum, with his laid-back attitude and occasional goofiness, didn't match Kobe's intensity. At times, Bynum's behavior, like shooting unnecessary threes or elbowing players, only made things worse. For Kobe, it wasn't just about talent, it was about mentality. He needed warriors, not projects. And Bynum, despite his growth, always seemed like a gamble. Kobe may have accepted Bynum's help in winning titles, but deep down, the frustration never fully disappeared. To Kobe, Bynum symbolized missed opportunities, and that's something he never tolerated. The tension between them was more than a disagreement. It was a clash of visions. When Dwight Howard joined the Lakers in 2012, fans thought it would be a dream pairing, the dominant big man and the ultimate competitor. But from day one, Kobe and Dwight were on different wavelengths. Kobe was a warrior, gritty, serious, all about pain and persistence. Dwight, on the other hand, brought a more lighthearted, sometimes goofy energy that didn't sit well with Kobe. The tension became public. In a 2015 interview, Kobe explained that he tried to teach Dwight what it meant to compete at a championship level, but Dwight wasn't willing to deal with that uncomfortable and combative nature that came with being great. On the court, things got worse. In a 2014 game between the Lakers and Rockets, Dwight elbowed Kobe during a rebound, and Kobe fired back, calling him soft, a brutal insult from someone who defined toughness. Although Kobe later joked that Dwight was a teddy bear, the truth was clear. He didn't believe Dwight had the mindset of a champion. Their time together was brief and turbulent. The Lakers underachieved, Dwight left in free agency, and Kobe openly blamed the organization for not surrounding him with the right people. For Kobe, it wasn't about how big or athletic you were. It was about your will to win. And in his eyes, Dwight didn't have it. Even after their playing days, there was no sign of a real friendship. Dwight once said he didn't take Kobe's criticism personally, but that only underlined the gap between them. Kobe didn't want teammates who brushed off intensity. He wanted players who matched it. Dwight Howard didn't. And for Kobe, that meant disappointment, frustration, and ultimately dislike. Matt Barnes was never a teammate Kobe expected to like. In fact, their relationship started with a near fight. During a heated 2010 game between the Lakers and Magic, Barnes faked a pass directly at Kobe's face, and Kobe didn't flinch. That moment went viral and became a symbol of Bryant's fearlessness. But it was also the beginning of a unique rivalry. Barnes was tough, gritty, and didn't back down. Qualities Kobe respected even if they clashed at first. In fact, their feud turned into an unlikely bond. Later, Kobe famously told Barnes, "Anyone crazy enough to fuck with me is crazy enough to play with me." That was Kobe's way of saying, "I might hate you now, but if you can handle this heat, we can work together." When Barnes eventually joined the Lakers, the tension cooled, but their start was as hostile as any on this list. For Kobe, competition was everything, and Barnes brought it in waves. But make no mistake, Kobe didn't forget. He didn't flinch for a reason. He saw Barnes as a threat and didn't want to give him the satisfaction of a reaction. Their relationship is one of the rare examples where Kobe's hate turned into respect, but only after proving themselves in battle. It wasn't love at first sight, it was war. And that war earned Kobe's respect. Kobe Bryant and Paul Pierce were cut from the same cloth. Ruthless, competitive, and desperate to win. So it's no surprise their rivalry turned bitter. Their battles in the NBA Finals, especially in 2008 and 2010, defined the peak of the Lakers-Celtics feud. But the bad blood started earlier. During the 2009 All-Star Game, Pierce taunted Kobe from the bench, yelling, "He's gonna choke like he did in the finals last year." That jab lit a fire. Kobe walked off the free throw line and got in Pierce's face, nearly sparking a fight. Pierce later admitted that moment changed everything. The two stars never liked each other after that. In the 2010 Finals, Kobe got his revenge, leading the Lakers to victory and claiming his 5th ring. Pierce called Kobe his most bitter rival, and the feeling was mutual. Off the court, they rarely spoke. On the court, it was war. There was no handshaking, no jersey swapping, just two gladiators fighting for dominance. What made this rivalry so intense was how similar they were. Both were cold-blooded closers who thrived under pressure, but there could only be one winner, and Kobe wasn't about to let Pierce take his crown. Even after retirement, the respect came slowly. Pierce eventually praised Kobe's greatness, but it was always laced with the edge of a former enemy. For Kobe, Pierce was a worthy opponent, but also someone he hated losing to. That hate fueled some of his greatest performances, and in the end, it made their rivalry unforgettable.